I'm LeeTarnay. I'm with the Remote Sensing Lab for the U.S. Forest Service, Region 5, and I'm here helping the Trex 2018 folks manage and predict smoke from the prescribed fires that we're doing last week and this week. Today is Monday, and we just burned Tishonik. It was a grass burn, really light fuels, and there's barely any smoke around right now in town. You can actually not even smell the smoke right now. But I'm here to set expectations for what might happen in the next couple days as we burn other units, especially for Ishipishi, where we have not just light fuels that burn off and then are gone, but heavier fuels that can smolder during the night. And during the night, that smoke can lay down here in town and locally remain at concentrations that are in the moderate to even USG or unhealthy for a limited period of time until the sun gets back up and mixes everything out. So there's a flyer around town you might have seen where we give you a QR code where you can take your cell phone, take a picture of that little black and white box there, just like a barcode, and it will that barcode actually contains the URL that will take you to a website that looks like this, and it's got a map here. It's got the daily overall AQI, so that's the average AQI for the entire day.
What's AQI?
And the AQI is the Air Quality Index, which gives you a sort of a scale to understand how healthy or unhealthy the air is. And progressively, you get more towards the red and purple. It gets more and more unhealthy. And what we also do, though, is we actually show the hourly concentrations that give you a better idea of what to do about smoke at the scale that matters, which is the hourly scale, because as we all know, fire can blow smoke, or smoke can blow in and out during fires, and during prescribed fires we actually design them so that the least amount of smoke blows in and the most of the smoke blows out. So what we're trying to do here is give you a scale so you can understand what to do about smoke based on these little hourly values here. So for example, there were a few moderate hours a few days ago when the burn piles from the Forest Service piles, those were still going overnight, and some of it laid down in town and created a few hours of moderate. And under moderate, only the really sensitive people would be affected. And if you wanted to prevent anything like that happening, any sniffly noses or asthmatic reactions or anything like that, that's when you would, if you were really sensitive under moderate, you might want to consider not being out during those hours and staying inside. USG is unhealthy for sensitive groups. That's a level at which people with asthma or heart conditions would want to consider limiting their exposure to the outdoor smoke and staying inside for the hours that's occurring. And unhealthy is pretty much unhealthy for everybody, and it's advised that you reduce your activity even if you are sort of healthy. And then when you get into the very unhealthy and hazardous, it's just a good idea to just keep ramping that activity down and do as little as you can outside, like the wildfires that we had this past summer.
Do you expect to see hazardous or very unhealthy in the coming days?
No, I expect it to remain in the moderate overall. So the average overall for the 24-hour would remain in the moderate or possibly USG during the Ishipishi burn period if we get some high spikes at night when it comes downhill into town. But they're going to break it up into two parts, so only half it's going to burn each day, so it might be that we don't even get to that USG level at all, and it might just stay